Hey guys, it's me, Pokemon. I'm back. Today we're going to talk about the Wakandans. First off, we're trying a blue background. Somebody commented on the last video. They say orange maybe isn't the best idea. So now I'm going for a blue. A nice, easy on the eyes blue. We'll see how this works. Again, I have something more official I'm working on a little bit, but I kind of got some other stuff going on. You know, I'm 18, got to fill out college paperwork. I have a lot of college paperwork I'm doing right now. So I'm looking into getting something more official done, but that's where most of my free time goes at the moment. And also, last video, holy cow, you guys watched that video. That was, man, I can't ever tell what videos you guys are gonna watch a ton. Like, man, I literally, man, if I knew 1,000 people were gonna watch that one up, would have put a graphic in that video or something like that. But anyways, so thank you so much for all the support on that. That's awesome. But today I want to talk about the Wakandan team. So Wakandans are in an interesting space in the game right now because they're kind of garbage, but what's interesting is they're not completely garbage. I'd say 3 of the 5 of them are actually pretty good characters, and you know, one of those 3 are actually like really good characters, but they just have these 2 anchors on their legs, M'Baku and Okoye, who just are garbage, and they just hold back the Wakandan team. So we'll go through one by one, talk about what they do, sort of what's sort of unique about them. So what's cool about them is they were one of the first teams to really play with charges. We had a couple characters in the game that utilized charges, like Wasp, Cable. Nowadays we have characters like Red Skull and stuff, and sort of Captain Marvel. But this is one of the first, it's really the only team currently that uses charges throughout, and that's one of their big mechanics. So it's really interesting. They're designed with raids in mind. A lot of them have special stuff in their kits that say raid only. And what's interesting is charged is a unique effect that synergizes very well with raids, because those can transfer over between nodes, at least with like Storm and stuff like that. That's sort of Storm's big gimmick. You build up the charges between nodes to unleash one big attack. So they just synergize really well with the whole idea of going node to node. The problem is they're not really good enough for you to really ever transfer charges. You're using up all your charges to make it through a node generally with the Wakandans. You know, it's very rare to ever transfer anything ever because you really got to use everything you got with the Wakandans to make it through a node. So we'll start left to right. My Black Panther is much stronger than the rest of them because he's in the game for a while before the rest of the Wakandan team came out. And plus, I'd argue he is probably the most like average character out of all of them. I consider him actually good. He's not like incredible, but he's not bad like Okoye in them. So there's not too much to really take a look at in his kit. Really, the big thing with Black Panther is the fact that when he kills somebody, he gets to fill up his speed bar by 100% once you upgrade this all the way. And he has some interesting stuff, like for example, he gets the charged effect when he drops below 50% of his health, and when he's charged, he then gets to do a huge AoE for his ultimate. And that's basic and special, nothing too crazy. He just attacks some people and stuff like that. But what's nice is that whole passive where if he kills somebody, he gets to go again. That's huge for Black Panther. A ton of really awesome DPS coming out from him. Shuri is really good. She's good just in general for a lot of other teams. So as you can see, her passive, ton of good stuff happening here. The Wakandan, she'll apply speed up. She heals the most injured ally. She gains, whenever she gets a defense up, she generates ability energy. And then in Rage, she gives a bunch of bonus effects to the Wakandans and stuff like that. Her ultimate, she's healing. A lot of good stuff here. She gets to repeat the healing. Her special is probably one of the best things in her kit. She gets to apply defense up to self and all allies for 2 turns, which is huge. Very useful through all kinds of different game modes. That's an incredible skill right there, especially because it's not specific to Wakandans. Like, that just applies defense up to everyone. And then she also gets to apply 1 charged to self and all Wakandan allies, which works well because a lot of the Wakandans play with the charges, so you get to sort of make them all stronger right there. And then finally, her basic attack is nice. It applies heal block, but that's really it in terms of utility there. But really, for the special with applying charge and defense up, that's what's really great. M'Baku, he's not the worst one on the team. Okoye is definitely the worst one. You know, M'Baku at least have some, he gets his job done. You know, he'll take damage. So the big thing he plays with is he gets charges and then he builds them up to then block and then lose charges by blocking. And then a bunch of other stuff in his kit, like for example, when he gets a defense up, he heals for 10% of his max health. So this is sort of cool because that works with, you know, sort of what Shuri's doing and stuff like that. His ultimate's kind of cool because it's this big, like he just lands on somebody with like this crazy AoE, and if he kills somebody, then he gets to, you sort of do it again. So it's really cool right there. His special, just a taunt right there, and as you can see, he's gaining charges there, which sort of plays with his passive where he'll block if he has charges, or at least get a higher chance to block, and then he'll lose charges by blocking. Nothing crazy with the basic attack right there, but that's really his big gimmick with the charges right there. He's all about building them up to then block attacks from the enemies. Next up we have Killmonger. He uses charges, but his big gimmick is he's building them up to then crit. So if we look at his passive, on defense up, again working with Shuri, applying defense up, he'll attack the most injured enemy. Plus, as you can see, he gets plus 20% crit chance per charged, and you know, he has he'll pretty much always counterattack if he has a full Wakandan team. But what's cool then is with his other skills, you know, he has a higher chance to critical strike, and if he critical strikes while he's using his ultimate, he actually lays down this crazy, like this little mine, and the mine will blow up and attack everyone. So he sort of has the potential for a big AoE on top of his normal ultimate right here, and then his special right here. If he crits here, he'll gain an offense up. So really cool use of the crits there, which sort of goes throughout his kit. Here again, if he crits, he'll bonus attack some more times and then lose a charge, but if he's not critting, he'll always be gaining charges. So he'll essentially build up until he's guaranteed to crit, and then he gets bonus effects when he crits. So Killmonger has a really cool kit, and the synergy with the Wakandans is very well done. It's very nice how everyone gets the bonuses for the defense up, which is very deliberate with Shuri. We'll talk about how I think we could buff the Wakandans after we talk about Okoye. Okoye just kind of useless. She doesn't do anything really. Like, look at this, clear A positive effect. What is this, 2018? Look, special right here, apply defense down to one person and then she'll chain, but doesn't even apply defense down to the other person. 2018. Her ultimate, gain offense up, attack the primary target for 220% piercing plus reduced speed bar. I think that damage could be, I think you could add on 100% to that. And of course, you know, I don't have this maxed out, but still, I don't think anyone has Okoye's ultimate maxed out, so, you know. Her passive right here, she, on defense up, she'll gain immunity. So again, working with Shuri right there. And anytime a Wakandan crits, she'll gain a charge, and if she's charged when a Wakandan goes, she'll gain an assist, and she'll sort of lose that charge then. So cool that the big way she's using charges is to assist off of Wakandans, but I don't think it's enough, and I just think her values are really bad. So the Wakandans as a whole, I think what you need to do is, first off, Okoye needs a big buff. She's just really bad all around. She's not useful enough. I'd say rework how she's using those charges. I think she should always be assisting on Wakandans turn, and then maybe if she's charged, then she'll do more damage when she assists or something like that. You know, Okoye just needs to be doing more. Right now she's not doing enough, and what'd be cool is if maybe every time she assists, she also applies defense down or something like that. Like some characters get to apply negative effects with their basic attack. Maybe she could do something like that when she's assisting, and that way you could sort of reliably sort of apply defense down or something like that to the team with Okoye. Another thing, I think the charges could be, I think you could probably give more charges. Like right here when Shuri gives out one charge to the team here, I really think she could be giving out 2 charges or something like that. I just don't think the team gets enough charges quick enough to be useful. You know, M'Baku, you know, you build up enough charges, congrats, he'll block an attack. Meanwhile, Sif and Captain America are just doing that because that's what they do, you know. Killmonger, he's critting. Again, Killmonger's not always going to make it enough turns to get a chance to crit. You know, he's going to need Shuri to charge him once. He'll need a couple turns to go by to build up his own charge, and then whoop-de-doo, you crit once, and then you reset. Okoye, nobody cares what Okoye is doing. Black Panther, his charge, I think, is actually good. I think he works well. It's huge when his charge comes out, and that's about it. You know, you have this big AoE that comes out for Black Panther. But I think, you know, Killmonger and M'Baku, I think their charge system needs to be sort of, it needs to come out quicker. I don't think it comes out quick enough for them. And then Okoye, I just think it needs a complete kit, you know, redo. Just needs to, she needs to be more aggressive. She just doesn't do enough right now. You know, I think she needs a lot more. But let me show you how they work in a match. Again, specifically designed for raids, but we'll show you in a blitz because they're still competent in blitzes. I think another thing you could do for Wakandans, something we saw with Killmonger, they took away his raid only tag. Now his passive just applies to everything. At least a lot of some parts of his passive apply to everything. And I think that's something good they could do for teams that are falling out of the meta. You know, this is happening. Old teams are becoming irrelevant. I think you could start removing the game mode exclusive parts of their kit to then suddenly make them a little better in every other mode. So I think that's something you could probably also do for the Wakandans. Just get rid of that blitz only tag. Blitz only, a raid only tag. I think that would do them a lot of good. But okay, here we go. So Wakandans, another thing to keep in mind, my Black Panther uber charged, so you know he's a lot bigger than the rest of the members. So my Wakandan gameplay might be a little different than everyone else. So we're going to start out with this, get an offense up by using a special right here. You know, it's not crazy damage, but we're trying to build up for that big AoE. Now we're going to start out by using this attack with Shuri right here. Give everyone a bunch of charges. Everyone gets sort of juiced up right now. I mean, look, like this looks good. Like you'd think the Wakandans would wreck in every mode by looking at them right now. It's just the Wakandans themselves are so bad. You know, even with all these crazy effects flying around and this I mean, they have a very well designed kit. I love how they work. They're just not good enough to take advantage of it. So we're gonna go here with Killmonger, see if we can get a crit. Let's get him in. So as you can see, he's going around, he's chaining to people, and if he were to land a crit right now, he would then throw down a little landmine. And yeah, he did. So as you can see, he throws down the landmine, it blows up, a little bit of an AoE. So really cool. I mean, that's such a cool mechanic. And you know, I just like to see more of that in these characters kits. So now Okoye is gonna go. Who cares? Okoye, get him. That's Okoye for you. That's all right. Now let's let the capable characters take over from here. So Killmonger is gonna take some damage there, but he counterattacks. Yondu is gonna be going here. We'll let M'Baku go once at 1x speed, and then we'll start speeding this up. I want you guys to really soak in these animations. I would use this usually, but I'm not gonna be able to chain. Although I'd only chain if I got a kill. But either way, you know, he's taunting. What's the point? We're gonna taunt with M'Baku back. Luke Cage is now also, they're now shouting at each other back and forth. So now Black Panther has his charged. So technically this isn't the best time to use it because they all have defense up, but you know, who cares? This is a blitz match. So now since he has a charged, this is a huge AoE where he slams the ground. Normally he just chain to enemies and attack them. So let's speed this up now. So Shuri, I'm just going to sort of apply some heal blocks here. They're not really going to be healing anyways, but hey, you know. There's Shuri again, or there's Okoye getting in there. I guess we're gonna attack Crossbones for a little bit here. Let's try to get Yondu out of here. All right, Okoye, this is your moment. Of course, Okoye couldn't kill him. All right, let's see here. Now, M'Baku, people give M'Baku a hard time. Honestly, I think he could be better. I think, you know, block chance, you know, they have this big, like, oh wait, oop, this is gonna be cool. He's gonna get, he's gonna fill up his speed bar. Well, let me finish what I was saying, M'Baku. You know, the block chance is cool. It's just the, you know, like Sif and Captain America just do it better, just at base. I think that's M'Baku's biggest problem. But I don't think he's a horrible character. But Okoye, oof, she could use some love in her kit. So there you go. So he killed somebody. Now I'll get to go again. If only Crossbones did not have that death proof. We'll see if we can get the kill. Also good. So Okoye came in for assist. Wasn't enough. We'll use this attack with M'Baku. So there you go. He slams down. So that was pretty cool. So I really like a lot of how the Wakandans work. They're very well designed. We'll heal here with Shuri. Slow it down for you guys to see this. A little bit of heal coming out to the team. And it's so smart. Like you can see when they were designing it, like how brilliant like it was written. Like these skills, when you read them out, they sound good. It's just, you know, the Wakandans themselves are a little lacking, and I just don't think they have what it takes in order, like, I think if you gave these kits to like the Inhumans, which the Inhumans are already really good, but that's the thing, like they're just good characters, you know. Like if you gave these gimmicks to the Inhumans, I think the Inhumans would be still a really good team. I just think they gave these gimmicks to a team that sort of just wasn't, I just don't think they have the stats and that sort of stuff to back it up. All right, I think next is gonna be a kill. Let's see here. We'll just go for the basic attack here. Oh yeah, M'Baku and Black Panther going to town on this guy. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I always enjoy seeing a team up animation. So Black Panther would get to go again if there were to be another enemy. So that's the Wakandans for you. I really enjoy using them, but I think they're a really cool kit, and hopefully they'll be sort of changed in the future. And you know, there are a couple of other Wakandan characters they could add. There were a couple of other characters in the movie, so I think that's the biggest hope for the Wakandans. The only thing I worry about is if you were to add one more Wakandan or something like that. Like say, instead of buffing Okoye, they added a 6th Wakandan to just, you know, get rid of Okoye, put this other Wakandan in there. Okoye would really become bad then. You know, the only reason why Okoye is even worth building up right now is because she fills the Wakandan team. If you were to add a 6th member, like no matter what they did with a new character, it would be better than Okoye. So you would just throw Okoye into irrelevance. So I'd rather see them just buff Okoye and buff M'Baku, and maybe do a little bit for Killmonger. And I think this team would be in a really good spot. Again, I know some people say throw in a 6th Wakandan, but I worry what would happen to Okoye then. So I'd rather just see this team improved. I don't think there's that much, you know, you need to do to improve them, but I think just a little bit here and there would really do a lot for the Wakandans. So that being said, let me know what you think about the Wakandans down below. I really enjoy using them, and let me know what you think about them. With that being said, you know, what do I really know? Because I am only an 18-year-old. I hope everyone's gonna have a happy and healthy day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Signing off, everyone.